So you have
We started?
always, yes. So you've always been a woman that I could see myself in, and
Yes.
also see you and be proud of you. So it is an honor to sit here with you today, Miss Terisa Griffin, because I am a fan, and because I got your number and I get you on the phone, I think I'm also a friend.
You are. You are. You're a sweetheart too.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm pleased and grateful that you chose me to sit down and talk with.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, you come from a musical family.
Family. Yes, I do.
Baby.
Everybody sings.
Everybody sings. So tell me about all the people in your life that do all the singing, because we've recently seen you perform with your sisters.
Yay! Oh my God, yeah.
That was amazing. So tell me, what's it like growing up in a singing family?
It's a horror.
That wasn't the answer I was expecting.
It's a horror. Oh my God, baby, the competition.
Oh.
But it's a blessing, and it's a learning lesson, and it's an active love fest. It's it's a lot, because it's dressing. Somebody, you watch one sister and she's excellent at dressing, and another one is excellent at hair, and another one is excellent at something else. And then you realize that God made all of you the way He did, so you could put it all together and have the Griffin Sisters.
Yes.
And
Now,
so-
what's the order? Are you
Mary, Teresa, Adrian, Anitra.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do your parents sing?
My dad did.
Okay.
And I have fond memories of my father and his mother singing in the car, teaching us harmonies, and I miss it very much.
When you are on stage, what is your favorite but personal song to sing?
I love the Lord, He heard my cry and pitied every groan. I
That's a
love it.
favorite. Yeah.
Every now and then I just want to bless them, give them a little Jesus.
Give them a little Jesus. You
Yeah.
thought you came for a concert, but you're going to get all of this.
Just a little bit of something else to take home with you.
Yes.
Put it in your car and travel safely.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you sing all over the world. As often, I mean, I don't even
Much
know.
as I can.
I don't even know what your travel schedule and your miles look like, girl, because you stay singing somewhere all over the world, and I love that because you embody so much soul. So much soul. I recently saw that clip of the comedian Monique.
Oh my God! I
Girl.
love that. I love that. I love.
For those
that
of
she
you that
loves
may
me.
not have
I
seen
love, she
that.
loves. She loves. She loves.
She
Wonderful.
loves-
I love that.
And she and I have that in common. And seeing her be surprised by your presence was just the sweetest little moment.
Baby. Terisa Griffin, please listen to me, baby. If ever you can't do one of your concerts, I will stand in for you. I will lip sync my ass off for you. You hear me? What? Watch this.
You watch this.
You watch this.
What's that?
All I do. Oh, my
Hey, my sweet babies. Can you imagine that you get ready for your shows for the last 3 years to this woman's music? Every show without fail. And as you are lip singing her song and you turn around, here comes Terisa Griffin singing this to me live. Oh, sister, what a beautiful gift.
I even bought tickets. That's how much I wanted to surprise her. When I popped in, and to see her smile was priceless.
It was priceless. But that's the impact that you have on us, and particularly that song. But you have a new album.
I do.
Let's talk about that a hot second.
More Than a Woman.
Mm-hmm.
It's what it is.
Okay.
It's about love. It's different phases of love.
Ooh.
You know, it's I met my love at a beach, you see. My heart stopped when I saw his face. Never seen anything like him before. My heart stopped and hit the floor. I want him to be mine. Oh Lord, make him mad.
Make it mine.
Make it mad.
Yes.
And I think every woman can connect to that.
Her.
You know? When you see this man, it's like, oh Lord, make it mine.
Make it
Fine as wine, Jesus. Come on, make it mine. And then, you know, it goes on to tell a story.
Okay.
About my relationship. You know, how John flew me to Washington, D.C. to see the foliage bloom. You know,
Those cherry blossoms?
Those cherry blossoms, okay?
Oh.
Just, you know,
after
all of
this,
that.
I'll tell you a cherry blossom story. But
Okay.
just know that for my birthday, 2 days ago, I got a gift that included cherry blossoms.
Well, you were very blessed. I think that's such a beautiful flower. It's such a bloom to see.
And it's so it's a time.
And it's delicate.
It's very delicate. It don't last long.
That's right.
Yeah, okay, but go ahead. Go ahead.
So we had no, and all of that is the reason why that, you know, was there in the song. You know, to see that. It you know, that song tells that, and the next song, you know, "Beautiful Liar," it talks about, you know, I remember being in a relationship with somebody and he was a beautiful liar. He just lied. And you know, how can I let myself be used, refusing to even see the truth? Lying, you know, you just, liar, you know, so we have that, and we have Mr. Hennessy. Because, you know, I remember all of those times I was sitting up, you know, chilling at my house, single. Hennessy, you're so discreet. Taste me, ride me, you're inside me. You know, that was my fantasy, you know, to sit there and have a Hennessy, you know, and I just, that was my date night, really.
Okay.
Hennessy, with Mr. Hennessy.
With Mr. Hennessy.
And then it, you know, there's where I actually wrote it because John got sick. Or I should say, after John came through COVID.
Okay.
He walked down the hall. You know, we were talking about how your man can touch you.
Yeah.
And he touched me, and I was like, oh, I fall in love with you every
all
time
over
I'm
again.
around you. And I wrote it. It was like, I fall in love when you're around me. You're around me. I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling. That was him. That was us. And then it was loss. You know, that we can't get away from, because sure as you live, you die.
Life.
And it was, you know, losing band members to COVID, and losing people to life, losing management, losing my marketing team. You know, I lost a huge amount of people in a small amount of time.
Yeah.
And of course I had to, you know, I had to write about it. And, you know, there's a line in the song where it's like, you know, you're not supposed to leave. It's not supposed to be that way. You know, we're supposed to be together until our dying day. You know, that, you know, and I knew when I was writing it, you know, that I was so full. You know, re-singing it was difficult. I had to still keep the original stuff that I sang, because my guitar player, I kept the guitar player on there because he died.
Yeah.
And it was just a lot, and I couldn't finish this album. It was the very last song that I actually finished.
Okay.
And one of the first ones that I wrote.
Okay.
But having to connect and process that in love there is loss, and nothing's promised to us for forever.
Yeah. I recently heard somebody say something that has registered in my soul. There's a lot of things that you can do with your friends. You can celebrate each other's birthdays as often as you get a chance, but you cannot go to each other's funeral.
That is so true.
And it made me reprocess not wanting to lose people.
Oh, yeah.
For the fact that I want to be a really old, fabulous lady doing yoga and handstands at 90, making kids go, look at her, she could do. And so in order for me to continue on my journey, there are people that won't be there at that time. And boy, the idea of it is crushing.
It is.
But when you realize that you have as whatever time you have, it makes you act and move different after you've had losses like you've experienced. And my mother and I are the last living people in my family. So I grew up in an old family, and we are the last ones left. I'm talking cousins, aunties, everybody gone.
Well, I get it, and here's the thing. You don't have any control over that.
None.
You know, you must celebrate people while they're here.
Yes.
You must love them. You must say, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love
All
you.
the time.
All the time.
All the time.
And
I tell
mean
all
it.
my friends I love them.
And let them know, you know, you really need to be active in each other's lives as much as possible.
And social media don't count. It's nice to catch up with folk and see what things are happening, but I make phone calls. I send messages. Hey, I'm in your neighborhood. Can I stop by?
Yeah.
Because I need to see people. We travel to other cities. If we're in a city for any kind of business and it's somebody that he knows or I know, he doesn't say, well, that's your friend. You go. We go and we spend time with people. And it's a part of our loving others is recognizing that these are people that mean something to us. And we try to spend time with them. That is so valuable.
Oh, God, yeah. And well, that's what that song is about.
So is it available?
It is available. You can go on Apple. You can go on Amazon. You can go to my website and purchase.
Which
I
is?
have them in, so, you know, literally terisagriffin.com.
Okay.
I have vinyl.
Yes.
I have USB.
Because the kids are back into the vinyl.
Yes, that's a wonderful thing. And Monique, I'm going to show you why I'm so proud of my vinyl. My vinyl is pink.
Oh, the whole thing?
Girl, when I say it's...
Oh, I'm going to need the vinyl.
It's a collector's item.
Oh, we got to have this. Mel,
Check
we got
out.
to have this.
Look at this.
Oh, that's so sexy. Oh, that's sexy. I don't want that to cover your face, but look at that. That's sexy. Girl, I ain't never seen nothing like this.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
This is a work of art.
Thank you.
Oh, that's frameable. That is
a lot of my
frameable.
fans have sent me pictures where they put them on the wall.
Yes.
And I wanted to have, you know, it seems like technology, you know, why you holding this? I'm
No,
sorry.
no, I love it.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah.
Technology kind of got ahead of us.
Yeah.
And the music industry is trying to catch up with it. You're just trying to, how do you do this? How do you do this with streaming and when you don't get your money and all of this other stuff? But here's the thing. I realize with streaming and with the way it is now, it's difficult. Mm-hmm. It's very difficult for an artist to get paid.
Yes.
Because, you know, streaming does not pay the way they say it pays. Mm-hmm. You know, so it's a really hard thing as an independent. Mm-hmm. So you need to be innovative enough to give people what they really will say, you know what, I'll buy that.
I'll pay for that.
I'll pay for that.
Yes.
And I've made more off of vinyl than I have any of the rest.
I'm not surprised, though. I'm not surprised. Because you have an audience that's just old enough to remember. To remember when vinyl was the only thing. Huh,
yes,
right?
yes.
And
because we have vinyl downstairs.
Yes. Oh, we do too.
My husband is a vinyl collector.
Same, and a record player to play it on. We
and
have all the
of that.
things. Yes.
I'm starting to, you know, tell my friends, you know, they have them on Amazon. You can buy a record player on Amazon.
For little or nothing.
For little or nothing.
For little or nothing.
So
and
go
you can have a
buy it.
whole experience. Mm-hmm. The sound is different. The quality is just
amazing.
Amazing. Yeah, and I like that young people have brought us back to vinyl.
They have.
But I like that. So, do you have a favorite song on the new album?
Wetter, 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 wetter. Wetter is better.
Wetter is better.
Yeah. I love it. I love singing it.
Yeah.
Feels like rain. Feels like love.
So I'm not gonna stream this. I'm about a vinyl. We're gonna play it at home.
Okay.
I'm gonna get all into it.
Okay.
Okay. So you have been 19 years of doing your pep rally for education, and what does it feel like personally? Not the artist, but just the person that's able to pour into and make that kind of impact because you are blessed. What does that feel like to you for yourself?
It's my Oscar. It's my Grammy. That's what Better Love Yourself, and seeing these incredible young people go into the world, and I stay as connected as they want to be. I give all of them my phone numbers.
Okay.
My phone number, and they text, and parents come back and say, hey, you know, my daughter just, you know, she's now a veterinarian, now she's a nurse, or, You know, one kid was basically in St. Louis. She was like, you know, Miss Griffin, I am going to be in South Africa, and I'm going to do my, you know, I've already done my internship. I'm a doctor now, and I'm going to South Africa to help. And when you hear that, it brings tears to your soul, and it's happy tears, you know, to see them on the internet doing things and have them, you know, say, Miss Griffin, how you doing? Oh, you coming to DC, Miss Griffin? You know, no matter what you do, only what you do for God will last.
We are here to serve.
We are here to serve, and I want God to say, well done.
Yeah, well, I think you're racking up some really good points on that one, sister.
I hope so. Ooh, I hope so, Lord.
So where you are right now is a great look back, but what does the look forward look like? What are you working on that you are excited about in the future?
So I'm writing a script.
Oh. Well, I asked the right question. Come on now, spill the tea.
I am writing a script. I am going to actually do a movie, and I'm going to produce a movie.
Okay.
And I've already talked to my film team. And, you know, I'm thinking about certain actors, actresses. I'm excited about that because I love movies. I love watching how the camera moves, the lighting, you know, the choice of spaces, and you know, I love all of that. And
is it a love story?
It is not.
Okay.
It's a woman's story.
Okay.
There's love in it.
Okay.
And there's loss of love.
Okay.
And there's an embracement of who we are as women in it.
Okay.
And it's empowering.
Sounds like my kind of movie.
Yeah, yes, it's your kind of movie.
Yeah.
At the end, these women figure out how powerful they really are.
And sometimes we need to see
Together.
that in a movie to remember who we are and how we got here, and that together, that sisterhood.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh my God, I'll tell you about it when we're off camera.
We ain't telling y'all all the things.
Can give y'all all the tea.
Not right now.
Be
Not right
spilling
now.
all of that,
That's
okay.
right. Just a little bit. Your audience is comprised of so many varietals of people, ages, genders,
Scary, ain't it?
colors, all the things. But I love that about music. As you travel the world, what does that feel like different as a musician than just as a black woman? Because when you are singing, you are colorless. What does that feel like to be embraced?
Here's the thing. Music it should be colorless, but it is not.
Tell me more.
We struggle more to sing our music, and someone else can come along and sing it, and it's, oh, did you hear? So it's not colorless. It's racist in a lot of ways. But what it does do, it removes, when people are actively doing it, when people, because you see young people loving rap, white, Hispanic, it removes racism easier.
Okay.
You know, in the business of it, it doesn't.
No, not the business.
But
no, right.
But in the world, you know, what it can do and what it has done for us, it has done civil rights for us.
Yes.
You know, that's what music has done for us. It has done civil rights. It has told people, you know what, I don't care who you are or what you are, this is what I love.
Yes.
And it doesn't matter if they're black or white that's doing it. I love it. You know, that's what music has done for us. But it is a cruel business and it is racist.
Now, you know, I come from the business side of the music. And that is why I left the business side of the music, because black music was given this little budget when everybody is who listens to black music. And there was so much racism inside the record company that I knew I was just meant to be an entrepreneur, because if I had to work And if the music business is the most fun job you could ever have, and you can't go sit in no office after you've worked in the business.
No.
But I said, well, I'm not supposed to work for myself because
We all are supposed to.
This cannot be life.
But what I've learned that even though I work for myself, I'm always working for somebody.
Yes.
And I keep that in mind. You know, it's a humbling thing.
Yeah.
When you keep it in mind that no matter what, you're working for somebody, and you have to treat everything that you do like business.
Yes.
You know, your customer service.
Oh, yes.
You know, I don't want to be late, not for my sound check, not to walk on that stage, because somebody has to pay.
Yes. So true.
And so I always want to keep that part, you know, in mind, because this business has paid my bills. It has carried my family. It has been the thing,
Yeah.
you know, that keeps my feet planted on solid ground. And it has also given me unspeakable joy.
Yeah.
My fans give me unspeakable joy to be able to do what I do, when I do it, how I do it. I can say I'm gonna throw me a concert tomorrow. I can sell the tickets.
It'd be packed.
And I'm gonna make my money.
Yes,
You know, I'm gonna
yes.
feed my family. Music
Yes.
has done that for me, and it has also set me free. It has allowed me to be the woman that I am
Become the woman.
and become
Yeah.
more of a woman.
Yeah.
You know, to do it unapologetically. Music has said, don't apologize.
Just be you and
Just
do
be
your best
you.
at it.
Do you figure it out on your own time? I'm here for you.
Yeah.
You know, and I am grateful that God gave me music.
I am grateful God gave you music too. And in this 120 years of empowerment of the Chicago Defender and telling our story, it is so valuable that we recognize history, but also that we are still making it. And sometimes we get lost in the legacy when we think of history, and you think of the 120 years and you go back. But we are right now making the next 100 years.
Oh my God, we are an active part of history.
Right now.
You know, I look at Chicago and I see Shaka Khan.
Yes.
I see the Emotions. I see Earth, Wind, and Fire. I see Etta James even. You know, when you think about the music that came through Chicago.
Curtis Mayfield.
Jerry Iceman Butler. I think about the comedians, you know, Bernie Mac, Adele Givens,
Yes.
you know, Michael Collier. I think of what the Defender has meant on all of those different levels and how it has supported not-for-profits, music. It has told our story and how it continues to tell our story. We're only 80 years from another 100.
Go figure.
200 years.
That means that somebody is going to be watching this, calling this history.
This is history.
This is history.
Every moment that we do this, we are making history and creating history. You know, this piece of history for the
Yes.
Defender.
Yeah.
And I'm honored to be a continued part of that history until I'm no longer here.
And then you'll still
you know,
be in the history.
And I will be in the history, okay?
And so, as a woman in this business, in life, in Chicago, what do you find that moves easier for you, or is that you are more fearless at now in this stage than you were, let's say, in your 20s or 30s?
I don't know. Wow. Right now I'm figuring it out differently. And I've given myself permission to not care about anybody else's thoughts about what or who I am or what I'm doing or will it work. I don't know if I ever cared about whether somebody said it will work or not. I never cared about that because who are you?
Right.
You know,
I'm on my journey.
You know, I'm on my journey. Who cares? But I'm more fearless in my approach now.
And that's why I asked, because I am feeling that same thing in a stronger way. I feel like to be an entrepreneur, to follow, to follow your own footsteps and do your thing, we've always had a fearless ability. But I feel like with every year, I am gaining, and possibly being married might also help where where I feel that
we're married women,
Yeah.
and that gives us a different freedom.
Yes.
We ain't out there looking no more.
No.
And we don't have children. We have
We're
furry
fur
parents. We're
babies.
fur baby parents.
Yes.
And so that's a different thing.
That is
It's
different
just
too.
The dynamics,
Yeah.
but I feel like it has afforded me, as I've grown more seasoned in my grace, it has afforded me the ability to just say, who cares?
And do it anyway.
And so I'm going to write about what I want to write about. I'm going to produce my project, and I'm not going to care if somebody doesn't play it on the radio. I want them to play it, but if they don't, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Because I did it my way.
Yeah. And what people do or don't support isn't what makes or breaks your spirit. And so you just
It's
carry on.
a lot of people who would prefer to have my life than I don't have to keep up with any Joneses.
No.
I can still walk in the airport and I can see my fans, and that's a wonderful life. Somebody said, "Don't you wish?" I only wish that I am more of me than I could ever be. Just Lord, always help me know who I am.
Yeah.
Help me, just keep me in your bosom. Just keep me right there.
And stay grounded enough to know that there are people who love you and don't know you, but when they see you, they want to express their love for you. And I know it can be overwhelming, but it's a part of the best part.
It is, because you do this so that people can enjoy a part of you that you're willing to give.
Yes.
And the exchange is that even though you're a part of you that you don't want to give, you have to give it anyway, because now you're there.
Yep.
They love you.
Yep.
And so get used to it, And
be grateful
Jerry
for
Butler taught me that. Be grateful that somebody wants to see you do what you love to do.
Yeah.
So don't ever get caught up in that yourself and so much. I don't want to be bothered. Bother me.
Right.
Because it's not a bother to be loved.
Yeah. So where can people see you next? What you got coming up? What kind of shows you have happening?
I'm touring. So City Winery, Chicago.
Okay.
City Winery, Atlanta.
Okay.
We're getting a City Winery date for St. Louis. I'm hitting the road. I'll be performing in the Dominican Republic. That's a private thing. In Dallas, a private thing, But I'm going to actually open up my Dallas date and stay over an extra day so we can perform on that Sunday. So I'm hitting, as many key areas as I can. I'm singing out in October at Stevie Wonder's Soul Fest in Los Angeles. So I am excited about what is happening and what's going on as I peel back all of those other layers and allow myself to be creative, in so many different ways, because who puts the limit on who or what you can do in this life? Only you.
Only you.
Don't let anybody stop you. That has always been my thing. Nobody can tell me what to do. Only God.
Only God.
And I am the only thing that could stop this force other than Him.
Yeah.
And so I'm in it.
I love it. And I love you, and I am excited to continue to share you with the world, because I see you sharing more in the last few years than you ever have before.
But we didn't have a choice during COVID. I got to share.
Yes, you did.
Ooh, I shared Hazel.
You were sharing the kitchen. You were sharing all the things, and we loved it. We loved all of it.
A lady told me the other day, she said, I miss Artie Esther. I said, girl, she got her tutus in the basement. She's like, where's Hazel? I'm like, over there cleaning up. So I'm tempted, over the next, during my time with the trunks with the kids, I'm tempted once a week, to come on and share a little bit.
Do it.
Because I miss sharing them with everyone.
Yeah.
And I'm excited.
And that keeps us informed on how to support your legacy. So keep sharing with us. We'll keep sharing with the Defender. And it is such a pleasure to share space with you.
My big old chair.
Right. Just enough for the two of us.
Yes.
And really just be a front seat watcher to what shall unfold. And when we're at the movie premiere, I'm going to bring this back and be like, she told me first.
I sure did.
That's right.
I sure
So
did.
thank you, Miss Terisa Griffin.
Thank you, Miss Monique Spence. Wait.
What?
We got the new name.
What?
We got the new name. Come
Mrs.
on, help me out.
Roberson.
Mrs. Roberson. Y'all.
All right.
Y'all, hold on. Monique Roberson.
That's right.
And I hope I'm
Wait,
not flashing
wait,
anybody.
who that?
Monique Roberson.